Hey, I was good. I'm back at it again with some more games. You know, the daily dose of games. What's the daily dose today? Shadow versus. Why am I on a card game? I like card games. Yu-Gi-Oh was a very big, impactful show in my life when I was legit. So, you know, it gave me the bug for card games. There was this cool ass card game I found randomly on Steam. It's called Shadow versus, and now it has an update. This is the update. And honestly, it's pretty cool if you like card games. I think the people who like that Pokemon Dokkan thing that had came out on mobile, this is also on mobile. You should definitely try it out. It's very nice, especially now that there are like 2 decks per archetype, so you can definitely find your archetype and see what's going on. I like the dark. I like the demon archetype. I like dragons, and I like the sword stuff. So that's really what I'm fucking with right now. But in this video, we're gonna go with the Abyss arc. It's called the Abyss Craft, and you know that's really what I'm rocking with right now. So I get bored and then I'm going to swords. But anyway, you know, there's not really much to say about these archetypes. Really, they're very straightforward in my mind. You can either go ghosts that insta kill stuff, or and you can do like there are caveats like variations where the ghost can also heal and kill stuff, or you can go vampires and go with the vampires. You can make the ghost heal stuff with the vampires and have consistent omni vamp while you're also hurting yourself while to draw cards. It's very intricate and it can get kind of fun, but yeah, anyway, yeah, you know, that's just what I'm up to. That's what I'm doing right now. You know, this game's not that bad. Like, I feel like the newer version of it is kind of entertaining. I think they went a little OD with the hub because it doesn't make any sense to have like a lobby, you know, in my opinion. Like, I don't see a real reason for it, you know. There's just like basically a bunch of different options to go to the same place, you know what I mean? It's just kind of like, wow, interesting. All roads lead to the same place. Honestly, I've been finding some very interesting swordcraft decks. This is swordcraft is the lady that I'm fighting right now, and they're very formidable is the word. Especially at the rank that I'm at right now, which isn't very high, but like again, people are understanding what the fuck they're doing now. So I can say that it can be challenging to fight people at this point because again, everybody's starting to optimize what the fuck they're doing, and it's not hard to optimize as soon as you have all the cards available, which is very easy to do right now. I think I'm missing probably about like 20 or 30 cards right now. But yeah, so yeah, you know, I'm just trying to figure out how to win and beat like some of these more capable people with their archetype. And you know, you see me right now just utilizing a strategy that works very well with what I got right now, you know? So yeah. What was your guys' favorite like genre of Yu-Gi-Oh? Like, you know how it goes through like its different cycles and whatnot. For me, I think it was probably when they were in the Duel Academy and there were like the different classes based off of like how good of a duelist you are. No lie though, I feel like I'd want to be in Raw, but I'm probably a Slifer, unfortunate. But you know what I mean. It is what it is. And you know what? Fuck yeah, I think red looked good on me anyway. You know what I'm saying? If I'm being honest, like I feel like this person is playing pretty tight, pretty consistent. I feel like by this point now, she kind of has me on the back foot just a little bit. You know what I mean? Just trying to keep myself in the conversation of, you know, keeping this lady on her toes. I feel like if you're learning this game, especially the newer version, the most important thing you gotta learn is like what your who your key cards are. Like, how do you know when your deck is accelerating, right? Obviously, you guys see that my deck is starting to accelerate a little bit now. And it can get, especially once I start like cementing a lead, it can become pretty annoying to summon, especially if you don't have immediate board wipes like at your disposal, right? But I feel like there's a one Portal Craft in particular has a lot of annoying tools that I feel like could contend with it. In my opinion, I feel like Portal Craft is probably top one. But again, I'm just a casual person playing card games. You know what I'm saying? But the what that archetype can do is just very, very oppressive to what like everyone else can do. Like, and it's super hard to stop it as well, because once the steam is rolling, you're kind of screwed. The only way I can describe it, if you guys ever played Runeterra, it's kind of like the Heimerdinger archetype, but a little bit faster and better at its job. As soon as she starts getting the mechs going, like it's fucking over, man.
The mind of man, the power of a beast.
As soon as she summoned this thing, I was like, I am screwed. Chopped and screwed. But look, she had to kind of wipe her board just to out my one card, so I'm feeling pretty good about it, feeling pretty positive about it. Yeah, you know, I feel that. I'm here to fight unless you're pretty. If you guys haven't seen, there is a new Gladiator movie that had came out. Gladiator 2 is pretty fire. Check it out. Okay, so there's like a nasty combo that this Swordcraft can do, right? As soon as she summons this card in particular, there's another card that she has that's that can give barrier, right? Which is basically protection from any physical attack, and it'll give it to all knights on field, so she'll basically protect her whole entire board from physical attacks from one turn. And then she left. Why did you do that? I felt like, in my opinion, she could have easily won. Having to out three taunts is kind of a daunting task, to say the least. Kind of like baffled that actually happened, you know. But my deck in and of itself kind of is frustrating. I get a lot of people quitting now in this tier group. I don't know what to call it. But yeah, in this tier group, people are just like, if they can't best you, they'll just leave, which is unfortunate. Like, I still got life points, you feel me? It ain't over yet type shit. But the one thing I like about this game is that it's not, victory isn't determined by who goes first, which is kind of like a knock on Yu-Gi-Oh! Because the fact that if I go player 2 and it's guaranteed, it's almost a damn near guaranteed loss, is kind of fucking stupid. Like, it's supposed to be a card game where any deck can beat any deck, but when it's like a giga gimmick, like, and it's all fucking gamble, you know, it's just like, what the hell am I doing, you know? But yeah, this is the Portal Craft, by the way. This is the archetype that I'm like, yeah, I don't know how you beat this shit. I'm not gonna lie to you. But I'm gonna try my best, you know. In this run, I wasn't distracted. Normally, while I'm playing these card games, I'm watching like a fighting tournament. Right now, I was watching the Skullgirl tournament, but yeah, I had to stop to record the sound. So yeah. But yeah, so far so good. You know, the plan is planning. The math is mathing. And, you know, I'm still managing a lead. I kind of hate how, even though you don't utilize the turn to its maximum, it's like warns you, are you sure you want to quit? It's like, obviously, dude, like, I'm not trying to waste my taunt that does 0 damage.
For you, dear, I would give anything.
I wish some of the neutral cards weren't as strong as they are. Like, there's one neutral card that's like 10 cost that basically wins you the entire game. But like, I understand that 10 cost cards should kind of win you the entire game because they cost so much, and to get that far is kind of like a challenge. But at the same time, you know what I mean? Like, if the game is made to go a certain length, like, you know, what are you doing? Like, what are we talking about here? We're gonna get to 10 rounds very easily unless someone's like deck isn't coherent, you know what I'm saying? And there's Dragoncraft, right, whose sole purpose is to get as much mana as possible to get overflow to then go ham sandwich, you know what I'm saying? And if they get those 10 plus cards sooner than everybody else, they just end up shitting on the entire game faster, you know what I'm saying? So it can get kind of, I don't know, wacky. Wacky is a word. Honestly, man, Mecha Break could not come out any slower, bro. Like, I'm in the Mecha Break waiting room, just waiting for this game to come out, bro. I'm so itchy for it, man. I'm so excited. And like, this archetype just reminds me of Mex, obviously, because she crafts shit using gears and screws and all that stuff to make crazy like space shit and or puppets, which is cool at one end, but also really annoying at another, because fighting that shit is fucking annoying. But what can you do other than accept it? The puppets of this archetype of the Portal Craft are super strong, and then you add the tools, the like mechs that you can craft with it also, and it's just like nigh unstoppable. I don't know how you beat that shit unless you board wipe every single fucking turn. And to my knowledge, not every archetype is good at doing that. Rest in peace. But I really do appreciate that card. That card gives me a free draw, which can be pretty useful.
Then we can be together. But am I stronger? Don't be scared.
So y'all kind of get the gist of what this deck can do. Really, it's kind of just like wipe the board as best you can with like below beaters that have insta death on them, and then like trying to trade. But when she does stuff like this, it's just kind of like, what the fuck do I do? You know what I mean? Like, huh? But there are some like sneaky tricks that Abyss Craft can do to really bring back some of your cards from the brink. Arise. Let's go. Brought him back, but it's now it's just about getting rid of the taunt, right? And this taunt is so freaking good. Never want to attack the puppets, those puppets in particular, because you're just wasting a body.
Remain calm. It will be over soon. Scalpel.
That was a blast.
You see why there? Having a natural taunt is just so OP in an archetype like that. I have like one natural taunt, and it like helps my game plan by accelerating what I need, but I only have one of it, and trying to craft it is impossible right now. Just takes time. I'm just glad I have, like, I'd say I have like probably 3 coherent archetypes right now, but again, like, I have like 90% of all the cards in the game, so it's not too bad. Like, she over here crafting mechs, bruh. She's over here crafting whole ass Gundams to fight me, bro. And I'm over here like, what do I do to stop this? Like, what do I actually do, bro? She got this shit on the board, and I was like, listen, man, it's over. But I still got life points left, so I draw you type shit. You know what I'm saying? It's time to duel, and I'm dueling out in this motherfucker. I'm telling you.
Personal.
None will survive.
Luckily, I had the insta death clocked in. If I didn't have the insta death, I'm pretty sure she would have won out the game.
Remain calm. It will be over soon.
Yeah, it will be over soon, buddy.
These strings will be around
But
your neck.
who will be the victor?
Scalpel.
Who will be the victor?
I don't miss.
Dance my puppets to the song of death.
I don't know. These are some mad edgy shit, bro. I ain't even gonna lie.
It's a wrap, folks.
You know, at first I was thinking to myself like this would probably be like I don't know how you make this game like complicated other than like adding a whole bunch of cards, right? But it's like, what can you really add to really like surprise somebody in this game? I feel like the only real surprising thing is Portal Craft, because there are just so many options to build, and you don't even have to go too crazy far to build anything. You could just build like, there's this one turret that they have that heals, and then there's another turret that hits you directly at the end of every turn, and it hits you for 3 too, so that can be pretty oppressive. And not every archetype can hit directly at the end of every turn. No archetype really can do that other than Portal Craft, which is kind of really crazy. Like, you have some like variations where they have like if I was to borrow a term from Runeterra, like elusives and like things that like equivalent to fear, but it's just not the same. Yeah, she can hit 3 times, and that's kind of why I like her. It's like it's kind of fucked up. Just going through my options, man.
Hoping to see someone else? Too bad.
Y'all already know what the bats are good for, man. I don't have to tell you nothing. What are bats good for? Sucking up blood. Why do you got a vampire on your team? Because you need regeneration. Especially versus some of these more aggressive archetypes, I feel like being a little tenacious is key. And look at that. She left. Why? I don't know. That one was kind of good, because you know that in my opinion was probably like top 1 deck, probably not the most optimal variation of it, but still very annoying to play against. And look, we're gonna go up against it again too, and they get the first move as well. So let's see what's going down. Everywhere, meet me, guarantee it's going down. Meet me in the trail, it's going down. Meet me in the
We have much to
mall.
discuss.
It's going down. I genuinely just miss working out. It is so boring. It is so boring. Like, again, I'm just out here trying to find purpose, dog. And the fact that, like, I'm no computer program, right? I'm no robot, right? But getting factory reset back to, like, you think being factory reset would be good for you, but as a person, being factory reset to fucking nothing is so taxing. And then having debuffs when you get reset, it's like it's never a positive. You're never in a positive connotation. So it's like, that's why I try to look for purpose, because I need purpose right now, man. I really do need purpose right now, man. Please pray for me. Please pray for me. I'm Goku right now trying to charge up a spirit bomb, but like, instead of having 2 arms, I have no arms, and I barely have my legs, and you know, I'm still shouting very loudly, please give me your energy. Oh my god. It always makes me a little nervous when they're patient, man. Like, when they're taking too long, that means they got a lot of options in the hand. Either that, or they like me and they watching a tournament while they're doing this shit. And then I get a little nervous, man. Come on, man. What you got for me? Oh god. When they drop this card, even though it doesn't look a lot, a 2/1, the resources she gets off of that 2/1 is just it's so insane in my mind. I'm just thinking to myself, like, that I like what do I do to beat this now? You know what I'm saying?
Nothing special.
I feel like, especially when it comes to this archetype, for versing Portalcraft, maintaining a health lead is going to be so key, because I can build up, y'all seen in my last 2 games, I can build up kind of an annoying board, right? Something to where I feel like I can force my opponent to really have to deal with my board. Unless you have board wipes, it can get kind of annoying, especially if I'm low and I'm just healing back up to full after all that, like, again, hard work that you probably have to put into to hit me, or like develop your board or whatever. Me just either insta wiping it or just like flat out ignoring it and hitting you in the face with it, like, you know what I'm saying? It can be pretty annoying. But with this archetype in particular, she's like the queen of ignoring bullshit and just shooting you. Like, she has a spell that's literally just a bullet and it insta kills whatever it touches. It is the most ignorant bullshit ever. And then she can just drop this UFO that shoots you directly for 3. And like, I swear, Portalcraft just is the archetype that loves to commit war crimes. You see that lag? That's why I'm not playing anything too crazy now either. For right now, it's because my internet is spotty as fuck. So yeah, man. Yeah, man. Again, pray for your boy. like, all right, guys. Like, a little bit about me, right? I'm the type of guy that I love working with my hands, right? That's why I want to be an engineer, right? And that's why I like working on cars, right? When I had my car, is because I just like working with my hands. It fills a void in my chest that I just never knew existed. You know what I'm saying? I was just so hollow on the inside. I just never knew that there was something, you know, else. And I found that else, right? I started filling it up, right? And as that happens, you know what I'm saying? You know how it is. You know, if you ever go outside, you ever been outside, right? Jealousy, you know what I'm saying? Envy, you know what I'm saying? Racism, you know what I'm saying? And they poke holes in your bucket, in your boat, whatever you want to call it. and you know, now you ass out of whatever made you happy, and now you gotta start over again, and it's like, damn, and now I gotta start over again with all these debuffs and fucking shit, and it's like, you know, it's fucked up. And I don't know how old-fashioned you guys are, but in my mental, a working man, a man without work don't eat. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I know y'all niggas eating, but I'm starving, and y'all can tell because I'm getting bony type shit. You know what I'm saying? But whatever, man. Whatever, man. You see me put work on this lady. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to apply pressure out the best way I can, using my fucking brain. But you know, again, in this game, I ain't got no debuff, so it's pretty easy. It's pretty easy. So yeah. I'm gonna just keep utilizing this game plan. That is what my deck is good at, right? Oh, sorry guys, I haven't not drinking any water yet. And you know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to get a dub out here, guys. I'm just trying to get a dub before my brain shuts off and stops working. Oh my gosh. At this point in the recording, I've probably been up for, let's see, I woke up at like 12 p.m. It is now 7 a.m. the next day, so I've been up for a while. It's hard to sleep nowadays. Go figure. Anyway, she summoned some motherfuckers to fuck with my shit, and now I gotta figure out how to get rid of them. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how to get rid of them, but I know my deck. I have faith in my cards, heart of the cards, you know, type shit. And that's that card I was talking about that hits directly for 3. I need to get rid of that motherfucker ASAP, like it's the bubonic plague, and all I see are rats around me. You feel me? And I ain't got no cheese, bro. I just got this. I just got this. This shitty plastic gun that shoots salt for flies. You feel me? Who remembers that item? That was a good item. I was thinking about, again, if y'all haven't heard in the random rambles that I have in my other videos, I like barbecuing. I'm a barbecue guy. I want to own my own grill, but and that was the one thing that I wanted to get for my grill, because if y'all don't know, like, when you're in the South, there are bugs everywhere, right? And so, you know, you might have to shoot down a bug every now and then, you know what I'm saying? But I don't like using none of that, like, raid, that casual shit that other people use, because it's not, like, organic, you know what I'm saying? And this is why I love Jamaican people, because they always be coming up with them random, like, bio-friendly things to help you, like, get rid of bugs in your yard and shit. I used to know this this Jamaican lady, and she was a friend of my mom's, and she'd come over with this jug of just this brown liquid, bro, made of nothing but water and other stuff that she would not tell me. And all I had to do was throw that shit around my house, or around the perimeter of my house, right? And I would not see not a fly, not a mosquito or nothing around my yard for the next year, bro. It was crazy, bro. I wonder if she ever bottled that shit and tried to sell it. That shit was A1. But you know what is A1? This strategy that I'm gonna apply to beat this lady ass, I hope. Cause right now it's looking kind of bad. I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of nervous. When I see the little crystal up there in the corner, the little doomsday crystal, I'm just kind of sweating like I'm SpongeBob huffing the water, heavy breathing type shit, bro. I don't know what's about to happen, but I'm about to make it work. You feel me? Always got to get rid of the evolved ones, especially when it's good for me economically. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I did. You know, I'm thinking about healing, because you know what? If I'm not full health, I am behind, right? Especially because when you get to the higher points in the game, once you get to, like, I always say 7 mana points is where you need to start thinking about how to end the game, because if you're fighting Dragoncraft, 7 is where they start really turning up. By 7, everybody starts getting their I call them heroes, your hero cards, and that's where you really start seeing their plan come to life, right? And so yeah, I'm just trying to get my plan to come to life, to where her plan is starting to suffocate under it, you know what I'm saying? And and it's getting kind of rough. It's getting kind of tough. I'm not gonna lie, especially when she's insta killing all my shit. But you know, I got this. You already know what this shawty do. She attacks multiple times. She gets very ignorant, and she don't give a fuck. So you know, I'ma just clear her board. You heard her. She said, "Be swallowed." Okay, she said that, not me. All right, and so I guess that's. I guess you know it is what it is type shit. You know what I'm saying? She ignorant. She said, I ain't gotta give a fuck about what you do, and then I get insta killed. You know what I'm saying? Board clears, them board wipes. You got them, cause you gonna need them, especially when somebody has a good strat. Imagine if she was still alive here. I'd get 3 hits. I'd clear the board, and I'd get a free attack on her head top, and you know it'd just be more and more in my advantage, right? But yeah, you know, I heal for 5. I get a bat on the board. I evolve to push pressure. Have at you. I get a free -1 on her end, and now I'm feeling a little bit better about my position. I ain't gonna lie, especially when you get a +5, it feels good. You know, I never understood the reason for like food ASMR, but low key now I kind of get it. I literally I at least spend like maybe 2 hours of my day just watching people eat food. It is so weird, but it for some reason it is very therapeutic. I don't understand it. It is so strange in my mind. It's strange in my mind now, even though I do it. I wonder like what has changed in my mind to where it's like acceptable. You know what I mean?
Hoping to see someone else?
Just trying to develop my board right now. Why? Because I need to fucking survive. And see, look. I didn't realize that Gundam could not be targeted by spells. And the even dumber thing is I evolve her, right? And even when she's not evolved, she has the touch of death on her, right? I could have killed the mech. I could have killed the mech and healed myself, and I would have been okay. Guys, learn from me. Learn from me. Be better than me. When you have the shot, take that shit. When you have the shot, take that shit. Don't miss up on your opportunity. But it's probably because, you know what I'm saying? I'm lacking brain power right now. I ain't got the brain. My brain's on probably like 20, 30, 35% right now. And it's all Gucci. Look, I summoned the lady, but I realized I got too many niggas on the board, bro. I should have attacked earlier, cleared some of my minions, then summoned her, and then I would have been a little bit more Gucci, because then I get she summons a monster that heals as well, and I would have gotten a healing off of it, and then, you know what I'm saying, it would have been more of my favorite type shit.
Nothing special.
I'll always watch over you. It's crazy. Imagine a little girl say that to you and she die. You like, okay. Now I got a little what's the female version of Casper name? Casperina? Freaking hovering over me every time I sleep. Oh my god. Little Miss Esmeralda watching me while I sleep. All of a sudden you feel a cold chill on your back and you're like, Esmeralda, is that you? Are you watching over me? Like, what the fuck? It makes more sense if it was my archetype, because my archetype is all about dead shit, but that's just a little girl talking, you know what I'm saying? That's weird. That's weird, dog. Bro, I'm just that one nigga waiting for the surprise. Like, what you got for me? Like, what you got for me? Has anybody ever seen Cirque the Freak? If y'all haven't seen it, it's actually, the movie is a very bad rendition of the books. The books though are fire. The Cirque du Freak series is probably one of the best series I watched or I read, and not the best one that I watched as a jit. Like I used to own the entire series. There was like a spin-off series with and it followed the teacher, but I warn you, it's about vampires and like a spin-off on their culture that I fucked with personally. It might not be for everyone, especially if you like Twilight. Those were indirect shots. If you've ever seen Twilight, you know why I had to do that. But yeah, like that lady left. I don't know why she left. Like I feel like she could have won, but yeah, I'm actually gonna end the video here. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go find a cup of water and drink it. You know what I'm saying? And I hope you guys have a marvelous day.